So French Canadians, you guys are supposed to be jerks? Is that the idea? I think everybody's a jerk. I think all human beings are jerks. You know why I think people are jerks? It's because who we hold up as great, because they're not even that great. Like Mother Teresa's famous because she gave away free soup. But we're such jerks, we heard that, we're like, free soup? She didn't charge for croutons or nothing? This woman was a freaking saint. Martin Luther King's famous because he said, hey, despite the difference in the color of our skin, let's all be good to each other. Again, we're such jerks. We're like, racial tolerance? Who even thinks of this shit? You're getting your own holiday, Martin Luther King. Yeah, your birthday? I don't go to work. That's how much you mean to me. Jesus is famous because he said, treat other people the way you want them to treat you. We heard this, we're like, this Jesus is on some next level shit. We're gonna worship you, Jesus, and your dad. This doesn't end tonight, believe me. Necklaces, do you want it? T-shirts, you're my homeboy. We're gonna worship your mom, but not your stepdad, because fuck him for some reason. Yeah, like if aliens came down to Earth, they'd be like, who is this guy with the beard? You guys are so into, oh, his name's Jesus. He's from Nazareth. Really? What did he do that was so great? What he did that was so great was he told us to be nice to each other. This is recently? No, actually, this is a few thousand years ago. And no one else has said that since? No, one of the guy, black dude with the mustache, Martin Luther King, he said it too. All right, so let me get this straight. You guys are such jerks that in 2,000 years, only 2 of you went around saying, hey, everyone, let's be nice. Yeah, but I don't think that makes us jerks. All right, well, what'd you do to those 2? All right, we're jerks. Yeah, we're jerks, I try to tell you. I'm all gacked out on Jesus because I went to Catholic school for 12 years. Which, yeah, it's crazy. You go to Catholic school, everybody's first question when they hear that is, hey, Neal, did you get molested? That's a sign of a classy organization, isn't it? And to answer the question, no, I didn't get molested. I fucked a few priests. But I didn't get molested. I ain't no bitch, you understand? 8-year-old me, fucking priest. Forgive me, Father, you know why. They started it, just so you know. There's so much stuff in the Bible that you kind of take for granted when you're growing up, and then you look back on it as an adult, and you're kind of like, that's weird. Like this is a letter from Paul to the Philippians. Yeah, all right. Then you get a little distance, and you go, wait a minute. Who writes letters to entire groups of people? This is a letter from Larry to the Puerto Ricans. Dear Puerto Ricans, would you mind keeping the music down? Sincerely, Big Larry. So I like hip hop, which as a white person, you just feel like a real dork. No matter how cool you are, you just feel like Mitt Romney. Like, you kids having a boogaloo? Whoa! Where are my dogs at? Woof, woof, woof. Biggie and Tupac are the big hip-hop icons. I miss those guys. I listen to them every day. But I gotta say, the culture's changed. Because if Biggie and Tupac were still alive today, they'd both be playing detectives on Law and Order. You know what I mean? They would be. Yeah, all right, yeah, sure. I got a lot of black friends. They all think Tupac's alive, which I get. They have a lot of conspiracy theories, my black friends, which I understand, because white people, we've been very fishy. But some of their conspiracy theories don't even make sense. We'll be like leaving the house and I'll be like, hey man, it's supposed to rain later. And they're like, man, they just say that shit to get black people to buy umbrellas. What? I go to therapy, none of my black friends go to therapy, ever. I don't even think there's like a black therapist in the world. I feel like if there was a black therapist, I could go to him for like a week, spill my guts out. At the end of the week, he'd be like, all right, I got your diagnosis. You tripping. What? What should I do? You should stop tripping. Can you prescribe something? I can get some weed. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Everybody wants to be rich. I don't think people think it through very clearly, though, because if you get super rich and then you have kids, there's like a 98% chance your kids are going to turn out to be dickheads. And then you start to get older and die, and then you realize you gotta leave money to these douchebags so they can buy cocaine and boats with your money. That's like, if I ever get super rich, if I have kids, they're nice, I'll leave them money in my will, but if they're dickheads, I got a whole nother plan. All right, here's the plan. I'm gonna gather my kids around my deathbed. I'm gonna be like, look kids, I'm gonna pay for my own funeral. Whatever's left over, you kids can split up amongst yourselves. And then I'm gonna have the most expensive funeral in the history of death. I'm gonna have like a platinum casket, my name written in diamonds on the side. Open casket, I'm gonna buy all kinds of movie props and demand to be buried in. I'm gonna be wearing like Humphrey Bogart's hat from Casablanca, Darth Vader's cape, I got Indiana Jones's whip in my right hand, Jimi Hendrix's guitar from Woodstock in my left. I'm wearing Rocky's boxing trunks. I got Dorothy's ruby red slippers on from The Wizard of Oz. Kids are gonna be like, we're out 15 million on the casket alone. Yeah, that's just the beginning. Then they're gonna hear, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jay-Z and Kanye West. Bosso Juan, mother, find me. Those guys come out, they do the full Watch the Throne show, pyro, monitors, $5 million, standing ovation. Then Jay-Z's like, Neal couldn't decide who should say his funeral mass, then he realized there could only be one person. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Pope. Here comes the Pope. I don't know what the Pope would say, but based on his outfit, it should probably be something like, boo. And the Pope's like, Neal always loved comedy. Please welcome the cast of Seinfeld Reunion. Here they come. George, Jerry, Kramer, Elaine. Kramer steps up. He's like, are Jay-Z and Kanye still here by any chance? Look, fellas, I just wanted to apologize for that night at the Laugh Factory. And as a show of reconciliation, I'd like to donate $10 million to a charity of your choice. And then a hologram of me appears, and I go, and Kramer, I will match that donation. Thanks, you guys. Bye.
People say, do you ever smoke marijuana? I go, I don't need another reason to be hungry.
But I like small breasts. They're sexy. They have more personality. Small breasts are like, hi, can I help you with something?